In the vast silence where light dances upon the edge of eternity, a whisper echoes, a paradox of fire and frost entwined in celestial embrace. Imagine a star's dying breath, its molten core spilling into the void, giving birth to a world of infernal beauty. Here, a planet sears with the fury of 1,000 suns, its surface a relentless canvas of iron rain and blistering heat, where atmospheres clash in a perpetual battle of hemispheres. The James Webb Space Telescope peers into this cosmic crucible, unveiling secrets hidden in the shimmering haze, molecules forged in extremes like silicon monoxide, whispering stories of origins long past. It is a world shaped by tidal forces, its very shape a testament to relentless migration, a journey through chaos and creation. As we listen to the silent symphony of its atmospheric circulation, we begin to grasp the delicate dance of exotic molecules and fleeting phenomena that sculpt its evolution. And in this dance of light and shadow, a question lingers. What ancient fires ignited this hellish realm? And what secrets lie buried within its molten heart? But what lies behind this cosmic veil? Imagine a universe where worlds are forged in the crucible of chaos, where celestial bodies dance to the relentless rhythm of gravity and fire. Among these cosmic performers, there exists a planet so extreme that it defies imagination. A hellish sphere orbiting perilously close to its star, its surface a seething landscape of molten metal and blistering heat. This is WASP-121b, a world that resembles a cosmic inferno, where the very fabric of its atmosphere is a battleground of contrasting forces, revealing secrets that could redefine our understanding of planetary evolution. Picture a place where the rain falls not as water, but as molten iron, liquid droplets that shimmer like fiery tears cascading through the sky, a testament to temperatures soaring beyond what we can comprehend. The heat is so intense that it sculpted the planet into a tidal deformed giant, stretched and pulled by the star's gravitational embrace, creating a landscape of extremes, one hemisphere baked in relentless sunlight, the other cloaked in perpetual night, yet still caught in a delicate atmospheric ballet. Winds whip back and forth between these hemispheres, circulating heat and exotic molecules in a cosmic dance that sustains this turbulent environment. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most ambitious eye into the cosmos, peers into this inferno with unprecedented clarity. It uncovers molecular signatures that whisper stories from the distant past, molecules like iron monoxide and the elusive silicon monoxide, rare clues that illuminate how these planets form, migrate, and evolve. These molecules, forged in the furnace of extreme heat, are not mere chemical curiosities. They are the fingerprints of a planet's turbulent history, revealing how exotic compounds play a crucial role in shaping atmospheres and guiding planetary destinies. WASP-121b's atmosphere is a swirling mosaic of energy and chaos, where intense temperatures melt the boundary between solid and gas, and where circulation patterns stretch across hemispheres, transporting heat and molecules in a continuous, mesmerizing flow. This planetary dynamic is a vivid illustration of nature's capacity for adaptation, an alien world that, despite its hellish conditions, embodies the delicate balance between destruction and creation. As we stand on the threshold of discovery, gazing into the depths of this cosmic furnace, one question persists. What truths might be hidden within this infinite architecture? What stories do these fiery worlds hold about the origins of planets, the forces that shape them, and perhaps even the fundamental nature of our universe itself? The journey into WASP-121b's infernal realm is only beginning, and the answers await amidst the blazing skies and molten landscapes of this extraordinary exoplanet. As we gaze softly into the vastness of the cosmos, Imagine a world so fierce and beautiful that it dances on the edge of destruction. A planet where molten metal flows like rivers and the sky is filled with rain of iron. This is WASP-121b, an ultra-hot Jupiter caught in a delicate turbulent ballet between creation and chaos. Through the lens of the James Webb Space Telescope, we unveil its secrets: the fiery winds, the swirling atmospheres, and the whispers of exotic molecules like silicon monoxide that tell stories of their tumultuous origins. As we reflect on these distant worlds, we realize how much they mirror our own quest for understanding, for connection, for meaning in the vast universe. If this journey touched your heart, if it stirred even a flicker of wonder within you, let your voice be heard in the comments. For in sharing our awe, we draw closer to the mysteries of the stars and perhaps to ourselves. Let's return to where it all began, in the quiet embrace of the universe's endless story. Before the dawn of existence as we understand it, there was only an infinite, restless void, a boundless ocean of primordial chaos where stars had yet to ignite and worlds had not yet taken shape. It was a realm of unformed dust and collapsing shadows, a silent symphony of potential waiting in the wings of eternity. Imagine the universe as a vast, dark canvas, smeared with the ink of nothingness, stretched beyond the limits of time itself. In that ancient silence, chaos reigned as a fierce, fiery alchemy. Tempests of energy swirled in primordial storms, forging order from the chaos of collapsing particles. Stars, the celestial forges, were born from this tumult, gigantic furnaces ignited by the collapse of dense clouds of dust and gas. These stellar births were like cosmic fires breaking through the darkness, illuminating the void with a fierce, incandescent glow. From their fiery cores, elements were forged: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, precursors of worlds yet to come, scattered across the fabric of space like divine dust. But stars do not burn forever. Their deaths are as vital as their births. When a star reaches the end of its life, it collapses inward, then explodes outward. A supernova, a celestial eruption of unimaginable force. This cataclysm is both destruction and creation. In the crucible of these stellar deaths, heavier elements are born: iron, silicon, gold, metals that are the building blocks of planets and life itself. These elements are cast into the cosmic wind, spreading across the universe, seeding the dark with the potential for worlds to emerge from the remnants of stellar demise. Imagine the universe as a great cosmic forge, where the fires of dying stars scatter their molten remnants into the void, forming clouds of dust and gas, raw material waiting for the next act of creation. Over eons, these clouds coalesce, cooled by the silent patience of space, into swirling disks of matter. Within these disks, gravity begins to weave the threads of future worlds, pulling dust into clumps, then into protoplanets, embryonic spheres of chaos gradually giving way to structure. And so, from the ashes of ancient stars and the whisper of cosmic winds, worlds begin to emerge, each a testament to the silent, relentless dance of destruction and rebirth. Among these, some drift close enough to their stars to become hellish realms, ultra-hot giants, like the fiery planet WASP-121b, where metal melts and rains fall like tears of fire, where the atmosphere is a tumult of turbulence and extreme temperatures. These worlds are born from the same chaos that forged the universe, yet they embody the fierce beauty of transformation, a testament to the enduring cycle of cosmic birth and death. What remains buried in that ancient silence, the secrets of how chaos sculpted the first sparks of light, how stellar deaths seeded the universe with the elements of life, and how from the fire and dust, worlds like ours are destined to emerge. The universe's story is written in the silent language of formation and decay, waiting to be uncovered, if only we listen closely enough to its timeless whisper. Beneath these records, something is still alive. A whisper from the distant past, captured in the silent language of light and particles that traverse the cosmos. The James Webb Space Telescope peers into the fiery heart of WASP-121b, an exoplanet forged in the crucible of extreme forces, revealing secrets woven into its gaseous shroud. As we examine its atmosphere, we glimpse not just a distant world, but a living diary, a time capsule inscribed with the echoes of cosmic processes that shaped its very essence. In the faint glow of MEV emissions, we find evidence of nucleosynthesis, the cosmic alchemy that forges new elements deep within stellar cores and during explosive supernovae. These high-energy photons are like celestial fingerprints, telling stories of atoms being born anew, of iron, silicon, and exotic molecules crafted in the furnace of ancient stars. They are the universe's way of recording its own history, encoded in particles that travel across eons to reach us. Each burst of radiation whispers of nuclear reactions that once ignited in stellar hearts, now echoing in the atmosphere of a planet that endures relentless heat and turbulent winds. This exoplanet's atmosphere is a tempest, a swirling dance of gases with an extraordinary twist. Rain of molten iron, falling like fiery tears from the sky. Imagine the invisible currents that circulate between hemispheres, transporting heat and molecules in a perpetual ballet. These atmospheric circulations are not just physical phenomena. They are the planet's pulse, its rhythmic heartbeat echoing across the void. Through them, we understand how this hellish world maintains its fierce temperature, how its clouds of vapor and liquid metal interact in an eternal struggle between chaos and order. Silicon monoxide, an exotic molecule, emerges as a groundbreaking discovery, an artifact of the planetary environment that hints at its origins. This molecule is more than just a chemical curiosity. It is a key to understanding the planet's formation, offering clues to its birth amid the debris of ancient supernovae. Like a fossil embedded in a cosmic layer, silicon monoxide helps us piece together the story of how such a world came into being, how it migrated across the stellar nursery, and how its atmosphere has evolved through epochs of relentless change. Through the lens of science, we see that these data are more than numbers. They are memories held within the universe's fabric. They are the fossilized remnants of stellar death and rebirth, the signatures of processes that transpired long before the planet's fiery birth. Each photon, each particle, is a fragment of time, a shard of history shimmering in the dark. They remind us that the universe is not silent, but speaks in the language of light and matter, telling stories of creation, destruction, and renewal. Beneath these records, something is still alive. An ongoing dialogue between the cosmos and our curiosity. We are explorers deciphering the universe's ancient script, seeking not only answers, but a deeper understanding of our own place in this grand, fiery journey. Every discovery is a step closer to grasping how the universe's deepest mysteries are woven into the very fabric of time, preserved in the faint glow that reaches us across the vast, eternal night. Beneath the blazing surface of WASP-121b lies a hidden world, a terrain so extreme that the eye cannot perceive its depths. Imagine a landscape forged in fire and pressure, where the very ground seems to breathe in a cycle of destruction and rebirth. The planet's infernal atmosphere churns with ferocious storms, driven by temperatures so high that metals like iron melt and rain, down in liquid droplets, a relentless downpour that shapes its unseen underground realms. Beneath the searing clouds, microscopic processes unfold in shadows. Molecules twist and collide in a chaotic dance, forming exotic compounds such as silicon monoxide. These molecules drift through turbulent layers, their presence a whisper of the planet's distant origins. They carry secrets of ancient stellar processes, evidence of the nuclear fusion in stars long extinguished. These tiny particles act as cosmic breadcrumbs, leading scientists deeper into the planet's mysterious history, hinting at the elemental alchemy that created this hellish world. Yet, the true enigma lies not just on the surface, but hidden within its core, an unseen structure so powerful that it defies direct observation. The magnetar. Far beyond the scope of human sight, this neutron star's magnetic field extends across space, shaping the environment of WASP-121b itself. Its invisible forces twist and stretch the planet's magnetic lines, creating a complex web of electromagnetic interactions. These unseen currents influence atmospheric circulation, causing gases to swirl in ways that challenge our understanding of planetary physics. This magnetic scaffolding acts as a cosmic puppet master, orchestrating a relentless cycle of energy transfer. It guides storms across hemispheres, fueling atmospheric jets that carry heat and particles from one side of the planet to the other. The result is a dynamic equilibrium, a delicate balance between destruction and renewal, hidden beneath layers impossible to see with the naked eye. The planet's atmosphere, a turbulent sea of gases, becomes a mirror of this unseen tension, constantly shifting, constantly fighting to find stability amid chaos. But what kind of life waits inside this silence? Is there a form of existence in the depths of such a hostile environment? Perhaps microscopic life clinging to the edges of stability, sustained by chemicals forged in the crucible of extreme heat? Or is this silence a testament to the universe's relentless brutality, where only the strongest survive, leaving behind scars of ancient cosmic battles? Recent discoveries, like the detection of silicon monoxide, open new windows into this hidden world. These molecules serve as clues, revealing the history of planetary formation and migration. They whisper of past supernovae, of elements cast into space, coalescing into worlds like WASP-121b. Each molecule, each storm, each magnetic ripple tells a story. Stories of creation and destruction, of forces so vast that they seem almost mythical. As the James Webb Space Telescope peers into these shadowed depths, it uncovers what the naked eye cannot see. The microscopic signatures, the unseen magnetic veins, the underground corridors of elemental history. These revelations deepen our understanding of how such worlds evolve, how they resist or succumb to their extreme environments. They remind us that the universe's most profound secrets are hidden not just in the vastness of space, but in the unseen terrains beneath and within. Mysteries waiting to be uncovered, one discovery at a time. In the heart of the universe's fiery crucible, where temperatures soar beyond comprehension and storms of iron rain cascade through turbulent skies, lies a testament to resilience. WASP-121b, a planet born from cosmic chaos, endures unimaginable extremes, yet within its infernal atmosphere, there is a quiet, persistent pulse of life's tenacity. This resilience echoes across scales, from the smallest molecules to the vast swirling currents of a planet's storm-lashed skies, reminding us that in the face of relentless adversity, life, whether cosmic or human, finds a way to persist. Imagine the tiny molecules swirling within WASP-121b's atmosphere. Silicon monoxide, forged in ancient stellar cataclysms, now dancing in the tumult of high-speed winds. These molecules, fragile yet resilient, serve as whispers from the universe's earliest moments, carrying stories of creation and destruction. Their presence is a testament to the enduring power of matter to adapt and survive amidst chaos. In a similar vein, human resilience often manifests in the smallest acts of perseverance, the quiet resolve to rise after a fall, to continue despite exhaustion, to find meaning where none seems apparent. Just as molecules endure the tumult, so too do we find in ourselves a quiet strength, a spark that refuses to be extinguished. On a macro scale, the planet's atmosphere itself is a grand tableau of resilience. Its turbulent circulation, driven by extreme temperature differences between hemispheres, creates vast jets and storms that constantly reshape the environment. These colossal currents, like the persistent efforts of those facing life's storms, move relentlessly, redistributing energy and maintaining a fragile balance amid chaos. The planet's surface, with its iron rain and searing heat, might seem inhospitable, yet it persists, a silent witness to the universe's capacity for renewal. In humans, this is mirrored in the way communities and individuals weather their own tempests, adapting, transforming, and finding pathways through darkness, often emerging stronger on the other side. If life finds a way there, on a planet so extreme, so hostile, what are we capable of surviving? The question invites us to look inward, to see our own struggles through the lens of cosmic perseverance. Just as the detection of exotic molecules like silicon monoxide unveils secrets of the planet's origins, tracing back to ancient supernovae and stellar forges, our own histories are written in moments of challenge and transformation. Each hardship we face, each obstacle overcome, adds a new layer to our resilience, forging a narrative of survival that echoes the universe's ongoing story of creation amidst destruction. The gentle crescendo of discovery, guided by the marvels of the James Webb Space Telescope, reveals that resilience is not merely about enduring, but about evolving. It is about embracing change, finding harmony in chaos, and recognizing that even in the most hostile environments, life, be it cosmic or human, adapts with grace. The universe's extremes teach us that survival is a dance of balance, of delicate adjustments amid relentless forces. In the same way, human perseverance is a series of small, hopeful steps forward, each one a testament to the unyielding spirit that refuses to surrender. In this grand cosmic ballet, we are both witnesses and participants. The resilience of WASP-121b's atmosphere, its storms and molecules, reminds us that life's persistence is woven into the very fabric of existence. If life can endure in the searing heat, in the swirling chaos of a distant planet, then perhaps the limits we perceive are only boundaries waiting to be pushed. Perhaps, within us and around us, lies a quiet, inexhaustible strength, a testament that no matter how hostile the universe may seem, life's enduring spark will always find a way to shine through softly, persistently, hope-filled in the vastness of the cosmos. WASP-121b burns. Its atmosphere roars with ferocity. Temperatures soar so high that iron rains from the sky. This isn't just a planet, it's a cosmic inferno, a testament to forces beyond our understanding. The James Webb Space Telescope peered into this hellish world, unveiling secrets that shake our very perception of the universe. We see atmospheric currents tearing between hemispheres, molecules like silicon monoxide whispering of ancient, violent origins. Every discovery pulls us deeper into the mystery. We stand on the edge of knowing, and yet, something is unraveling fast. Could this extreme world hold clues about life's resilience? about how chaos shapes creation? Pause and think. What does this relentless awakening mean to you? Are we truly alone in facing such cosmic fury? The universe is revealing its deepest secrets. And with each revelation, we are called to confront our own resilience. Because in the chaos of WASP-121b, we find the echoes of our own struggle to survive. As the fabric of the universe unravels, the echoes of cosmic collapse reverberate through the fabric of existence, a relentless tide eroding the foundations of worlds, both celestial and terrestrial. The universe, once a cradle of order, now pulses with the frantic heartbeat of entropy. Stars, the beacons of creation, flicker and fade as their cores exhaust the fuel of life, collapsing inward. Their gravitational grip loosening like melting glaciers, succumbing to an unstoppable heat. Their death throes send shockwaves spiraling through the cosmos, scattering remnants of elements, iron, silicon, gold, destined to drift, adrift in the void, marking the end of an era of stability. On Earth, the same relentless march of destruction manifests in catastrophic ways. Ice caps, the planet's frozen sentinels, melt away at an accelerating pace. Rivers of water spilling into oceans that rise with insatiable appetite. Once steadfast glaciers bow and crack, their icy facades crumbling into the sea, revealing the fragile underbelly of a world pushed past its tipping point. The very air thickens with heat. Deserts expand, forests wither, and the planet's breath, its atmosphere, becomes a suffocating shroud of chaos. The delicate balance of climate, once maintained by the slow, rhythmic dance of natural cycles, now collapses into a maelstrom of violent extremes. The cosmic and earthly collapses are mirror images, two sides of the same dying coin. The magnetar, a star of neutron density, with its magnetic field 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's, begins to fracture under its own immense gravity. Its collapse is a violent rupture, a cosmic rupture that sends out gamma-ray bursts like thunderclaps across the universe, ripping apart the fabric of space-time itself. The magnetic lines snap and twist, unleashing destructive storms that ripple through nearby planets, stripping atmospheres, disintegrating molecular bonds, and transforming worlds into barren wastelands. Meanwhile, on Earth, the melting ice caps are like the magnetar's collapsing field, an irreversible rupture in the planet's protective shield. As the ice dissolves into the ocean, it drags with it the ancient secrets trapped within: climate records, frozen microbes, the very history of Earth's resilience. The seas swell and churn, swallowing coastlines, erasing civilizations, drowning memories in a rising tide of chaos. The permafrost thaws, releasing methane, a potent greenhouse gas, accelerating the spiral toward planetary ruin. Human systems, like fragile glass, crack under the pressure, their structures collapsing into chaos, leaving behind a scarred landscape of lost hope. And in that unraveling, new powers begin to stir. The universe, in its death throes, awakens forces long dormant. The collapsing magnetar's energy sparks the birth of exotic molecules. Silicon monoxide, forged in the crucible of destruction, now drifting through the cosmos like spectral remnants of a shattered world. These molecules are messengers of transformation, relics of a universe in decay, hinting at the hidden processes that still pulse beneath the surface of cosmic ruin. They whisper of origins long lost, of cosmic fires that once forged worlds, and of the violent alchemy that continues even as everything crumbles. In the depths of WASP-121b, the infernal storm rages, temperatures soaring into the thousands of degrees, iron raining from the skies like fiery tears shed by a dying star. Its atmosphere, a maelstrom of turbulent winds, embodies the chaos of collapse, a relentless cycle of destruction and rebirth. The planet's surface, if it can still be called that, is a battlefield where extreme forces clash: heat and cold, light and darkness, life and annihilation. As molecules of silicon monoxide drift through its hellish skies, they carry the signature of cosmic upheaval, proof that even in the face of total disintegration, the universe's alchemy persists, forging new pathways amid the ruins. This relentless cascade, cosmic stars imploding, ice caps melting into the abyss, planets disintegrating into cosmic dust, reminds us that collapse is not merely an end, but a profound transformation. It is the death of old worlds, making space for the chaos and chaos's offspring. New energies, new molecules, new powers that stir in the shadows of destruction. And within this chaos, the universe's dark, eternal truth is revealed: that all things are fleeting, fragile, and ultimately destined to dissolve into the vast, indifferent void. The universe's story is written in the ashes of collapsed stars and the melting glaciers of Earth, a grave testament to the relentless, unstoppable march of entropy, where nothing remains but echoes and remnants, whispering of what once was and what can never be again. As we peer into the fiery depths of WASP-121b through the lens of the James Webb Space Telescope, we are reminded that our quest to understand distant planets is not merely a pursuit of knowledge. It is also a mirror reflecting the complex web of human ambitions, inequalities, and ethical dilemmas that shape our present and future. The extreme conditions of this exoplanet, its iron rain, blistering heat, and turbulent atmospheric dynamics, serve as a stark metaphor for the tumultuous state of our own world, where the race for resources and control often outpaces ethical considerations. Space mining, the emerging frontier of extraterrestrial resource extraction, embodies this paradox. On one hand, it promises technological advancement and economic growth, offering access to rare Earth elements and precious metals vital for our digital age. On the other, it raises profound questions about sovereignty, environmental stewardship, and the potential for new colonialism. Just as colonial powers once exploited distant lands for their riches, today's space endeavors risk becoming the new frontier for corporate and national ambitions that may neglect the rights of future generations or the integrity of untouched celestial environments. This pursuit of extraterrestrial riches echoes the history of resource exploitation on Earth, where a handful of nations and corporations have amassed disproportionate power by controlling vital commodities. The rare earths used in smartphones, renewable energy technologies, and military equipment are concentrated in a few regions, often extracted under conditions of inequality and environmental degradation. The parallels are unmistakable. If space resources are hoarded by a select few, the dream of a shared, sustainable future becomes an illusion, replaced by a new form of imperialism, one that extends beyond Earth's borders. Control over space resources also intersects with geopolitical power. As nations race to establish footholds on celestial bodies, the potential for conflict increases. The Outer Space Treaty of 1967, which aims to prevent the militarization of space, is increasingly strained under the weight of national interests and private ambitions. Who will decide the rules? Who will enforce them? And at what cost? The answer often lies in the shadows of corporate boardrooms and diplomatic negotiations, where transparency is scarce and the stakes are high. Behind the gleam of technological progress, there lurks a hidden agenda: control, dominance, and the consolidation of power. Ethical dilemmas multiply as we consider the implications of colonizing or harvesting resources from other worlds. Should we treat celestial bodies as mere commodities? Or do we have a moral duty to preserve their intrinsic value? The environmental impacts of space mining are largely unknown, yet the temptation to extract and profit is irresistible. This mirrors the early days of terrestrial colonization, where exploitation often overshadowed respect and stewardship. Today, the question is whether we can learn from history to prioritize sustainability and equity, or whether we are doomed to repeat the same patterns of greed and neglect. The contrast between knowledge and control is central to this debate. Scientific discovery, like understanding the atmospheric circulation of WASP-121b, or detecting exotic molecules such as silicon monoxide, expands our comprehension of the universe. Yet, knowledge alone does not guarantee ethical use. Control, through laws, regulations, and international cooperation, is necessary to ensure that our advancements serve collective interests rather than individual or corporate greed. Unfortunately, control is often wielded by those with the most power, leaving marginalized voices unheard and ecosystems vulnerable. In this context, modern parallels with colonialism become unavoidable. Just as colonial powers once sought to dominate territories for economic gain, today's space endeavors risk becoming instruments of new imperialism, driven by economic interests masked as scientific progress. The extraction of rare materials from celestial bodies could deepen global inequalities, with wealth concentrated in the hands of a few, while marginalized communities on Earth bear the environmental and social costs. The perils of technological disparity threaten to widen the gap between those who benefit from space's riches and those left behind. And so we ask, who shapes the future? And who is forgotten in its shadow? Will the pursuit of cosmic resources lead to a more equitable universe? Or will it entrench existing inequalities, leaving the most vulnerable behind? As we stand on the cusp of this new age, it is imperative to reflect on our ethical responsibilities. The universe's most extreme worlds, like WASP-121b, remind us that power often comes with destruction, yet also with the possibility of renewal. The challenge lies in steering our ambitions with wisdom, ensuring that the pursuit of progress does not sacrifice our shared humanity. In contemplating the future, we must recognize that the knowledge gained from distant worlds is a tool, not an end in itself. It demands a careful balance, leveraging scientific insight to promote sustainability, equity, and respect for the unknown. Otherwise, the narrative of space exploration risks becoming yet another chapter of exploitation, a story where the powerful control the narrative and the marginalized are left in the shadows of progress. Ultimately, the question remains open-ended. Will we harness the insights from the cosmos to build a more just and sustainable future? Or will we repeat the cycles of greed and neglect that have marred our history? The universe's most extreme environments, in the vast expanse of the cosmos, where stars are born and worlds are forged in fire and chaos, humanity stands at a crossroads. The latest discoveries from the James Webb Space Telescope have unveiled the fiery and turbulent nature of worlds like WASP-121b, a planet shaped by extreme temperatures, violent atmospheric currents, and exotic molecules like silicon monoxide. These revelations deepen our understanding of planetary evolution, yet they also cast a stark light on the ethical responsibilities that come with such knowledge. On one path, we face a future marred by neglect and short-sightedness. As nations and corporations race to extract resources from distant worlds, the temptation to exploit becomes overwhelming. The allure of rare minerals, the promise of technological advancement, and the desire for economic dominance threaten to repeat the destructive patterns that have scarred our own planet. The pursuit of extraterrestrial riches, unchecked by ethics or global consensus, risks turning celestial bodies into commodities, fields of exploitation, zones of conflict, and battlegrounds of colonial ambition. The delicate balance of these alien environments, their atmospheres shaped by violent forces and complex chemistry, could be irrevocably disturbed, leading to ecological collapse that echoes Earth's own struggles with climate change, resource depletion, and environmental degradation. In this dystopian future, the universe becomes a mirror reflecting our darkest tendencies. The unchecked hunger for power and profit fuels inequality and injustice as small nations and indigenous communities are pushed aside in the scramble for extraterrestrial wealth. The skies above, once symbols of wonder and discovery, turn into battlegrounds for control, with ethical considerations sacrificed on the altar of greed. Humanity's hubris blinds us to the lessons embedded in the very cosmos we seek to conquer. We risk turning the universe into a wasteland, a testament to our inability to learn from the cycles of destruction and renewal that define both celestial phenomena and human history. Yet, there is another, more hopeful path, a future sculpted by awareness, responsibility, and collective agency. Here, the discoveries of worlds like WASP-121b serve not just as warnings but as catalysts for profound ethical reflection. The knowledge that extreme planets are shaped by forces of destruction and creation reminds us that our own planet is part of this cosmic cycle. We are custodians of Earth's fragile environment, and our actions ripple outward into the universe. In this hopeful future, humanity recognizes that exploration and resource utilization must be guided by principles of sustainability and justice. We establish international frameworks that respect the sovereignty of celestial bodies and protect their intrinsic value. The insights gained from the study of alien atmospheres and molecular signatures inspire innovations in clean energy, environmental preservation, and equitable resource sharing. We learn to harmonize our technological ambitions with the preservation of cosmic harmony, acknowledging that the universe's violent beauty is a lesson in humility and stewardship. The mirror held up by the cosmos invites us to reflect on our own trajectory. We can choose to see ourselves as responsible explorers, respecting the delicate balance of worlds beyond our own. We can harness our curiosity not to dominate, but to understand, not to exploit, but to preserve. The future depends on our capacity to act ethically, to prioritize collective well-being over individual greed, and to recognize that our destiny is intertwined with the universe's ongoing story of destruction and rebirth. In the end, it's not just a story of stars, it's a story of us. The choices we make today will echo through the corridors of time, shaping the legacy we leave for generations yet unborn. Will we be the custodians who learn from the universe's lessons, or the conquerors blinded by hubris? The power to decide rests in our hands, embedded in the very act of exploring these distant worlds. Our agency is the pivot point, an opportunity to forge a future where scientific curiosity and ethical responsibility walk hand in hand. As the fiery storms of WASP-121b remind us of the universe's raw, transformative power, we are called to reflect on our own capacity for destruction and renewal. We can choose a path that elevates humanity's role from mere spectators to responsible participants in the cosmic dance. By embracing ethics rooted in humility, justice, and sustainability, we can ensure that our journey into the stars becomes a story not of devastation, but of hope. A testament to humanity's potential to learn, adapt, and flourish among the constellations. The universe waits, vast and indifferent, yet also offering us a mirror, an invitation to shape a future that honors the delicate balance of creation and destruction. The next chapter is ours to write. Will it be one of reckless conquest or mindful stewardship? The choice is ours, and our story begins now. Now, let us fall into silence and listen to the echoes of the universe whispering their secrets. As we gaze upon WASP-121b's fiery journey, its storms of iron rain, its swirling atmospheric dance, we are reminded of our own fragile place within this vast, unfolding cosmos. Each discovery, each molecule uncovered, is a call to awaken our curiosity and nurture our collective wonder. Let your voice be the ripple that carries this knowledge outward, inspiring others to look beyond the horizon and see the universe not as distant, but as a mirror of our own potential for transformation. Share your thoughts, your reflections, and let them become part of a greater dialogue, one that fuels hope and ignites a sense of stewardship. Because in understanding the fiery depths of worlds like WASP-121b, we find the courage to confront our own challenges with humility and grace. Together, let's listen, learn, and dream, knowing that the story of the cosmos is also the story of us. As we gaze upon the fiery depths of WASP-121b, it becomes clear that the universe's eternal cycle of destruction and renewal mirrors the very essence of our existence. The telescope's revelations, iron rain, searing temperatures, and atmospheric currents, serve as a reminder that even in chaos, there is a hidden order, a quiet rhythm that guides the evolution of distant worlds. The discovery of exotic molecules like silicon monoxide whispers of ancient origins, of processes woven into the fabric of cosmic history, just as our own stories are shaped by unseen forces. In contemplating these distant, hellish planets, one wonders whether their fiery storms are echoes of the primordial chaos from which all life emerges, or harbingers of transformation yet to come. Perhaps, in understanding the universe's relentless cycles, we glimpse the timeless truth that our journey, too, is part of this cosmic dance, an inevitable unfolding into awe that defies the bounds of time itself.